Cristiano Ronaldo had always been more than just a footballer. To millions, he was an icon, a source of inspiration, and a symbol of relentless hard work. His journey from a small island in Madeira to becoming one of the greatest athletes in the world had inspired generations. But for one young footballer, Ronaldo was about to become more than just an inspiration. He was about to become a mentor. In a small town in Portugal, 18-year-old Lucas Almeida sat on a bench, staring at the empty football field. The sun was setting, casting long shadows over the grass. But Lucas remained lost in thought. Once a promising young talent, his dreams of becoming a professional footballer had begun to crumble under the weight of constant rejections. Scouts had dismissed him as not strong enough, not fast enough, and not good enough. Lucas's love for the game had begun to fade, replaced by frustration and self-doubt. His father, who had always believed in him, had managed to arrange one last opportunity, a training camp where scouts would be watching. But Lucas wasn't sure he even wanted to try anymore. As he sat there, lost in his thoughts, a familiar voice interrupted him. "Giving up already?" Lucas turned around and froze. Standing there, in a simple tracksuit and football boots, was Cristiano Ronaldo himself. "Ah, Ronaldo," Lucas stammered. Ronaldo smiled. "Yeah, that's me. Mind if I sit?" Lucas could only nod, still in disbelief. The greatest footballer in the world was sitting beside him, as if they were just two regular players sharing a moment before a game. "I heard about you," Ronaldo said. "Your father told me you have talent." Lucas let out a bitter chuckle. "I had talent, but maybe I was never good enough." Ronaldo leaned forward, his expression serious. "Do you know how many times I was told I wasn't good enough? When I was your age, people said I was too skinny, too weak. But I didn't let that stop me." Lucas looked up, surprised. "You? But you're Ronaldo. And you're Lucas," Ronaldo said firmly. "Your name might not be famous yet, but that doesn't mean it won't be. The question is, are you willing to fight for it?" Lucas hesitated. "I don't know if I can." Ronaldo stood up and grabbed a football. "Let's find out." They walked onto the pitch, and Ronaldo started passing the ball to Lucas. At first, Lucas played cautiously, still uncertain, but as Ronaldo encouraged him, he began to relax. They dribbled, passed, and took shots at goal. With each moment, Lucas felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. Joy. Ronaldo suddenly stopped and looked Lucas in the eye. "You have talent, Lucas. But talent isn't enough. Hard work, discipline, and belief. That's what makes champions." Lucas nodded, his confidence slowly returning. As they continued playing, Ronaldo pushed him harder. "Faster again. Believe in yourself." Lucas sprinted, controlled the ball, and took a powerful shot. The ball flew into the net. Ronaldo clapped. "That's the spirit." Lucas stood there, breathing heavily, but smiling for the first time in weeks. "You're not done yet," Ronaldo said. "You have a trial coming up, and I expect you to give everything you have." Lucas's heart pounded. "You think I can make it?" Ronaldo placed a hand on his shoulder. "I know you can, but only if you believe it too." With those words, Ronaldo turned to leave, but not before tossing the ball to Lucas. "Next time I see you, I want to hear about your first professional goal." Lucas watched as Ronaldo walked away, feeling something he hadn't felt in a long time. Hope. The day of the trial arrived. Lucas stepped onto the field, remembering Ronaldo's words. He played with heart, with passion, with everything he had. By the end of the game, the scouts took notice. Months later, Lucas received a contract offer from a professional club. As he signed his name, he knew this was only the beginning. But Lucas's journey wasn't without struggle. The professional level was brutal faster, tougher, more demanding. There were days he questioned himself again. Nights he lay awake wondering if he could keep up. Yet, each time doubt crept in, he replayed Ronaldo's words in his mind. Hard work, discipline, belief. With unwavering determination, Lucas trained harder than ever. He spent extra hours on the field, analyzed his mistakes, and refused to give in to fear. And then, one fateful night, he got his chance. Lucas's team was down by 1 goal in a critical match. The clock was ticking, tension thick in the air. Then, in the final minutes, he saw his opportunity. A perfect cross came his way. Without hesitation, he struck the ball with all his might. The net rippled. The crowd roared. Lucas had scored the equalizing goal in the most crucial moment of the game. As his teammates surrounded him in celebration, tears welled in his eyes. He had done it. That evening, as Lucas sat in the locker room, his phone buzzed with a message. "Well done, champ. I told you had it in you. Keep going." It was from Ronaldo. Years later, Lucas stood in a stadium filled with thousands of cheering fans. Now a professional footballer, he had carved his own path. But he never forgot where he came from. After training one day, a young player approached him, eyes full of doubt. Lucas smiled, recognizing that same uncertainty he once had. "Giving up already?" he asked. The boy hesitated, then shook his head. "Good," Lucas said, "because champions don't quit." Cristiano Ronaldo had changed his life. And now, it was his turn to pass that lesson on. Lucas continued his journey, earning respect in the football world. He faced injuries, setbacks, and tough losses, but he never gave in. Each time he was knocked down, he got back up just like Ronaldo had taught him. And one day, standing on the pitch during a Champions League match, Lucas saw a familiar face in the stands: Ronaldo, watching him play. Their eyes met, and Ronaldo gave him a nod of approval. Lucas smiled. His journey had only just begun.